What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Red, host of the RH3 Show. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Today is another episode of the Real Talk with Red, where I give you my honest, my unscripted, my opinions on real life topics and what's going on, with us in our lives, whether it's my life, yours, advice from the viewers, or just some real talk, real life topics that I need. Sorry, I was looking at my time. That I need to discuss on. And last week, as y'all know, I talked on what good men want and what good men need, and I think I left off on appreciation. If I didn't, excuse me. I try to be use correct English. I try to use correct English, excuse me, not try to be correct English. Try to use correct English. But anyway, if I have not, if that's not the right thing that I left on, please check the link below in the information box, and you can catch up. But today's Real Talk with Red video is entitled Love in 2014. Where are the morals? Where are the morals? And I said I was going to do a part 2 of last week's what good men want, what good men need, and this is basically part 2, and I'm going to finish that up, and I'm going to lead up into dating and love in 2014, and where are the morals. But back to what good men want and need. There are a lot of things that I discussed discussed on last week that that was real life topics and real life discussion, and some things that as good men really want and need. And I talked about appreciation, I talked about listening, I talked about knowing, finding that woman who's worthy. And I talked about Miss D. She asked her husband, how do a good man know when he has a woman of worth or a valuable woman? And he said, if she's listening, and if she does all of that. But how you know that she's not valuable is a main thing is how the way she carries herself. And meaning by carry herself in with me, main thing that I see as a woman of value and a woman of virtue is how the way she raises her children. And some women out here that just think about themselves, think about her and all of that, but she just let her children go, and her children is not looking the part just like she's looking. I mean, if you dress to the T, have your children dress to the T. Come on. And in all of that. But the main thing on that is how the way she raising her children, and where are the morals, and dealing with that part, and where are the morals in 2014. But that is some women nowadays, and I don't know about where you living at and where you stay, but somewhere around here, some of these women is just I had the opportunity to see some children. I'm not gonna say where, but I had the opportunity to see some children, and their names was just all jacked up. Their clothing was all jacked up and whatever. And I'm not knocking all of that. And I'm not, maybe, those parents do not have the means to, have their children wear the nice things and the name brand things. But they have alternatives for that. And if you are dressed to the T or whatever, you looking bad and good and all of that, and your children run around with snotty nose and sword bibs and onesies all stained up and dirty, something is wrong with that picture. Something's wrong with that picture. Where are the morals? If you looking good, have your children looking good, okay? You know, so, and I'm not bashing women, but like I said before, this is a male host and a male show, and I'll get with the men too. But first of all, I'm talking about the women. But because when you look at the home, start off how children are raised, you're first looking at the women because some women are housekeepers, some women are stay-at-home moms, some women is stay-at-home moms and having the government pay for what and have taxpayer pay for you and your children. That's what considered as a nowadays a stay-at-home mom, and some of them. But I mean, really though, if you're gonna do it and use the taxpayers' money, let us see it. Let us see it with the children at that. I don't care. I don't have them hair done, clothes, whatever, long as it's being spent on them, And well, also the morals are in 2014. Where are the loves, and how people are dealing with a relationship nowadays? Women, ladies, ladies. Come on now, choosing these men that are no good for you and no good for your children. It's not the business. It's not the business. I know, some women that meet a man next week, he's in the house. Give it some, if you're going to do that, give it some time. Don't let him meet your children. Give it some time. Give it 60, 90, 120 days, whatever. Give it some time. Give it some time. And don't bring everyone around your children. You don't know what type of characteristics this man holds, or what type of thing he has dubbed into in the past, or his past period. I'm no parent, but I have common sense. And I say, well, you can't. Some people might say, well, Reg, you don't have children. You can't say. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And the reason being is because, for one, like I said, taxpayers, and I'm not saying all. Again, disclaimer, not all, but some people are using taxpayers' money to support their boyfriend and support children. I mean, if you're gonna do it for the kids, not just for you and getting your head on and feeding your boyfriend or whatever. And I heard someone say that women got this mentality now that the government has put in them, that they don't need a man for this and they don't need a man for that, and this is my house or whatever. That's all. That's all dealing with the government, with women and infant children, public housing. Men cannot be on your lease. Some of them, only if you're married. That's one thing that I agree with. But then again, even if you're married, that's a stretch too. But things that's going on nowadays, dealing with relationships and families and children. We all have to get it together. We all have to get it together. And men, if you wait a minute, let me say this: fathers, brothers, uncles, whatever, be in these children's lives. If you see that, look, know that hey, I got more class than this. My children needs to be raised better than this. And I know a guy on YouTube now is just fighting for his what is that? Fighting for his son, and he saying he want a better life for his son. I mean, It's a sad time, and I can speak and do this until I'm blue in the face, but it only starts in the home. Change starts at home, and change starts within our families. And if you don't see it, then hey, it won't get done. Thank y'all so much for watching this Real Talk with Red segment, entitled Where Are the Morals in 2014, and is dealing with love, relationships, and also families. Know that I love you for real, and I'll see you this week here on the RH3 Show on Thursday, where I do my What You Say Red segment, Friday, Inside Scoop, and also Sunday with Cooking Soul Sundays. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace, and I'll see y'all next time here on the RH3 Show. Take care.
Anybody wanna come and praise the Lord? Praise the cause he called you to a switch. I know I gotta praise because he set me free. I said he paid free.